So we all know that sales is the lifeblood of small business, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you either feel good at sales or comfortable with sales. But I dare say you've made the effort. You've followed some people online, you've watched some videos, you might have done some courses, you've worked really hard to improve your sales skills. So why is it that you still don't have a flood of people desperate to buy from you? And why are so many people still saying, I just need some time to think about it? It's so infuriating, isn't it? Well, let me tell you, if you're trying to improve your skills around the whole sales side of things, but it doesn't feel any more comfortable and it doesn't feel like it's generating better results, the chances are that this isn't actually to do with your skills. It's probably two really key points that you're missing. And it's in your quest to be amazing and wonderful, but actually you're doing the client a disservice and you're doing your business a disservice by not hitting these two really key points. And the first is to really focus on value. Now, a lot of people think about value as the price. They think about it about how amazing your service is, about how much you give to the customer, about exactly how you do that, how thorough you are, how knowledgeable you are. None of those things represent value to your customer. The definition of value is actually created by your customer, not by you. That's the first key mistake to make, is to believe you know what value means to the customer without being absolutely certain about it. So value is the key thing that will actually make somebody choose to buy from you, because what value says is, this addresses a very specific challenge that I have got, and this is a very direct solution for it. So that's the crucial thing. If people are giving you lots of the I need some time to think about it, if they're sort of nodding along with you as you go, but they're not somehow making that final decision, there's a very strong chance that you haven't been able to articulate what value actually means to them. So you really need to be thinking about the benefit to the client, about the impact of the work that you do, about what will change for them as a result of working with you. It's not about the specifics of what you deliver. It's not about what you've done before. It's not about your qualifications or anything like that. It's about what that client is left with after they do business with you and why that's so important to them. So really make sure you're able to articulate that value in the client's own terms. And then the second thing that a lot of people magically avoid doing is stepping into the position of being the expert. So being an expert basically says, I'm confident at what I do, I really know that I can help you, and this is absolutely the way that we're going to do it. What a lot of people do is, because they don't want to be pushy, because they don't want to over-influence the client's decision, they present a series of options and then they trust the client to make that decision. But actually all you're doing then is you're putting the difficulty with the client. What they really want you to do is to say, I'm confident I can help you. This is absolutely the best way I can do that. That means I think this is what you should sign up for, this is the cost, and here's when we get going. So you're not being pushy, but what you're being is confident. You are presenting your expertise, because if you're really clear about what value means to the client, then what an expert would do is say, here's what I absolutely know you're looking for, here's this solution to this specific problem, and here is exactly the package and how I'm going to deliver that for you. So it's positioning yourself as the expert. It's being confident enough to make a really clear recommendation. Don't offer 3 packages and then trust the client to make that decision, because basically you're just passing the buck at that point. The client is not the person with the expertise to be sure which is the best solution for them. So by stepping forward as the expert and making a really clear recommendation about exactly what they should buy from you, that displays a real level of confidence that's related back to that value to the client. Doing those two things together can make an enormous difference to the success of your efforts in sales. So if you're not making the number of sales that you want to, it doesn't mean you're no good at sales. It doesn't mean you've got an issue with your skills. It may well mean you're just not articulating the value to the client clearly enough, and you're backing off a little bit too much instead of stepping up to be the expert. So perhaps have a think about the last 3 or 4 sales conversations that you've had and how they finished and what direction they went to, and really contemplate, did I that articulate the value, and did I position myself as the expert? If you need help with that, get in touch with me.